of my most popular videos throughout my post in the last 6 months has been my TEMU haul. So I decided to share yet another TEMU haul. This will be my third post with regard to my haul. However, this would be a collection of probably 4 orders, and I didn't want to continue posting until I've had enough, so just wanted to make sure I valued your time tuning in with me. So let's go through, and then as we've done in the past, I will try and number each item and then provide you with a comprehensive list in the comments section below so that you can reference them. I won't bother hyperlinking them because my hyperlink would be very different to those of you who are watching from other parts of the world. I will also try with my very limited video editing skills to see if I could post an image of the item as it was advertised, and presumably that would have been the reason I bought it as well. So hopefully that would give you a little bit more context how a particular metal die might look like once it's assembled together. So let's go through it. So this is called the Simply Celebrate Hearts Stamp and Cutting Die set. It did come separately priced with a matching die to cut through those little hearts there. This one was $1.49 and this one was $1.99. So I thought that was good value. So we'll label that 1 and 2. This one was a luggage, like a stack of luggage set, and it was $2.49. That didn't come with a stamp, but I think cutting that and then coloring or cutting it a few times and stacking it up, just giving it different colors would just look amazing for a card wishing someone bon voyage, for example, or on a scrapbook page. So that was $2.49, and this is our item number 3. This one was a sofa stamp set. It also came separately with a matching die, and the stamp was $2.42 and the metal die was $3.59. So let's make that 4, and this is item number 5. This one's a Festive gifts die, and this one was $6.48. This one's a Sweatshirt Die, and it was $2.99. This one's a Teacup Die. This is actually quite cute, and it comes with a little tea bag that just hangs off the word that says tea. And this one was $1.98. This one's really cute. Sorry, this came with a stamp. Here it is. I thought it was so nice. And it's a matching stamp set and die that's called Family Dinner, but I didn't think that it was. I just loved the sentiments that came with it. It was just so right for someone who's just going through a tough time. I love the word, this sucks. And I think that just there is a die that just cuts this out, and then also for the champagne glass. But I loved some of the wordings, you know. It says, this too shall pass. It might pass like a kidney stone, but it will pass. Or even though a margarita and a hug can't fix it, I'm available for both. So I thought that was really cute. And this one, the stamp was $3.78 and the die was $4.48. Let's call these items 9 and 10. These two are also very cool. I love huge stamps and dies like this because it practically does the job for you. It just fills up a whole card you know, very little effort there. You just need to stamp your sentiment to make it appropriate, but I thought this was just well worth it. The stamp was $2.98 and the die was a little bit pricey. It's $12.48. But I think you'll see why, because there's like an outline die and then there's the inside part. This one is a Slim Stripes metal die. I loved this because after I watched another YouTuber, free plug for a lady by the name of Lucy Patrick, she did a card made out of cereal box, cardboards from a cereal box, and it turned out amazing. And I thought it's a little thing that we could do to help with recycling. It looked really good. I'll try and link her video down below for you if you want to check it out. But she didn't buy her die from TEMU. She bought it from another company, which she probably would have paid a fortune for. But if I could somehow replicate what she's done, then I'd be really happy to do that. So I might actually make this my next project. This one was $6.98. The next one was just a little swirly die for Christmas. It looks like a Christmas tree. I thought it was really good. Could never be too early for Christmas. Cards, this one was $1.68. So the next one is, what is this? Oh yes, I bought this little nifty tool, and what it is it's made out of silicone, and then when you put a glue on a piece of paper, you can actually spread it out, because I don't like getting gunk in my fingers when I'm working with projects, because that means I might actually stain the next item that I touch. So having this little tool allows me to actually spread the glue without getting my fingers all sticky. So this one was called a glue spreader, and it was $2.68. It came in different colors, but they didn't have black or white, so I just opted for the next available color. Let's label this 15. This one is just a square ink pad holder. I've seen this in other online shops for a whole lot more, but I did want to try this out for, let me just grab one, like for my distress ink pad, and it actually fits beautifully. But it fits quite well. If you, and I'm sure most of the colleagues that are watching this video would have distress ink pads. It does fit well, so it just means that it's not moving when you're actually scrubbing your brush or foam to try and get some ink. And I thought that was pretty good. This was labeled as a square ink pad holder, and this one was $9.98. Let's label this 16. This is the same, but it's much more, so it's a rectangular version, and that's the same thing as the square one, but this one is $10.48. This one was a stencil. It came with, it's one of those layering stencils, and so it came with 3 different stencils, but you'll see that each one of them actually, I don't know, sorry, my lighting's a bit wrong, isn't it? But the stencils, there's 4 different sets that are sort of the card size, and each one of them have a matching, say for example, you've got your pennant banners here. Each one of them layers over each other to come up with a layering design. I think this would be part 1. And then you've got the graduation caps is there as well. Again, you've got these kind of Happy New Year type images that you could layer over each other. This one was $7.48. There's 18. I'm sure you can still read my writing. Sorry about that. It's a bit messy. All right. There's another batch here. Oh, sorry, this one more. This one. I just bought a little fan brush when I'm doing wet embossing. And I'm trying to just get rid of some loose powder where I don't want that to emboss when I'm using Versa Art stuff. This one was only 99 cents. Okay, a few more. This won't be as much, but let's see. Okay, some of these you might have had a repeat because I might have received the stamp without the matching die or the other way around. So you may have seen some of them already. This one you would have seen already because you'll see it was numbered previously from a different video. I had a separate video for this, which was the macarons, and it worked out beautifully. So I was quite happy with that. Actually, probably a lot of these. The only one that you probably haven't seen is, like you can see the numbers have rubbed off, but I think this one is the one that you haven't seen because when I purchased the stamp previously, it didn't come with a die because it was out of stock, but now that's come through, so no need to actually cover that off. And again, you'll recall that I previously received an incorrect matching stamp to a die that I purchased because it was in French. Although I thought it was gorgeous, I did ask them. My refund was given as a credit within 3 minutes of me submitting, so I opted for a credit. It would have taken longer if I wanted a refund, and the credit was fine because I knew I was going to make further purchases, but they also let me know that I can keep the incorrect stamp. I don't know that I'll have a lot of use for it, but actually I might. But they sent me, I reordered and I got the English one, which is fantastic. So I'll just have the French one on the side. All right, same theme. No, these are not numbered, so it is numbered, so you would have seen this already, so that's all good. All right, I should have one more batch. You may not have seen some of these. Okay, so for example, I did order this, and I think I only got the stamp set. And so this one came through, and it had matching dies. I thought they were gorgeous. You know, anything with food, cookie. I think they were all my favorite. Cocktails, chocolate, coffee, and cookies. I think they're amazing. Maybe not all together. But the cutting die was $5.39, and the stamp was $3.48. And in case you're wondering, I'm using, not from TEMU, but I'm using an Avriel 5 by 5/8 to by 7 by 3/8 pocket, which is available from Amazon. But it is a little bit snug to put it in there. But where I have purchased a stamp with a matching die, I have been using that one. I will probably trim it so that it fits a little bit better, but for now I think it does the job. Here's another one with the sending die. I will put an image somewhere at the top to show you sample cards that I find on Temu's website. It comes with the matching die for the words and other dies to match all the flowers as well. The stamp was $2.68, and the metal die is $7.48. This one was just a stamp I was hoping to use on my journal, and this one was $2.68. Yeah, don't know what number we're up to now. Let's call this. I thought there was a 20 somewhere. Did I not label something 20? Maybe not. This one was so cute. To be honest, I expected it to be bigger, but it's like barely the size of the palm of my hand. It was only $1.29. I should have expected it to be tiny. This one is like a die that makes a tassel out of your scrap paper. I'll try and capture an image and then put it through the top there for reference. $1.68 for this one. This one is a die that cuts, you probably can see it better there, it cuts your paper so that you've got the trees here and that's the river flowing, and somehow it's reflecting at the bottom here. It's hard to explain, but I'll see if I could put the imagery for reference, but it was beautiful. So this one was $1.48. This one cuts out like a striped background if you were trying to put like a, you know, a flower on top, and then that just kind of gives it a grungy background to add some interest. $1.79 for this one. This one was a stitched nesting die. You could never have enough nesting dies when you're trying to do card layering. To be honest, I think I already have one of these, but I bought it. It was $2.98. It's not as big as probably the one I've got. Let's just see if we could measure this. So that's measuring at about 3.5, no, just a few inches shy of 3.5, 3.25 inches, and about just a few inches shy of 5 inches. So I still think it's cute. For less than $3, I thought that's great value. $2.98. Similarly, this is a hexagon die. $1.69 for that one. This one's $2.98. Again, that's very small. You can see it's, you know, you can fit that in my hand. Okay, 27. Did I say the price? $2.98. Sorry, that was wrong. That was actually $1.78. It's called irregular background metal die. So I'll make sure that I mark that as $1.78. And this one was $5.98 for the die, and the matching stamp was $3.48. I have unfortunately thrown the plastic, so I don't want to write on it, but I will mark it below and maybe call it hooray stamp and die for your reference. And that was it. Unfortunately, I've got a road here. I've got a die that I actually bought somewhere else. I didn't buy this from TEMU, but I know that this is available from TEMU. I'm not sure how much, but I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be any more than $5. So that's it for today. Thank you for tuning in, and hopefully you enjoyed that. I will try and make another video using one of these products. I did indicate previously that I was finding some additional charges outside of what I had bought. I think it's because I was purchasing from a different TEMU branch, or it might have been my credit card, I'm not sure, but I have since changed to a different credit card when I'm purchasing my TEMU products, and that seems to have resolved that problem. I have also had no issues with returning a product. I have found, however, that it is more convenient to just ask for a credit because you get it straight away. That is if you're purchasing again in the future. And it does take a little bit longer, maybe a couple of weeks, to get your money back through your credit card. I have experienced that as well, and that was fine. Thank you again, and I hope you tune in again next time. See ya.